suddenly discovered that my account had an extra $750,000. I was completely stunned and immediately hit the return button. At that moment, cash started pouring out of the ATM on its own. I quickly pulled out my card, grabbed the remaining cash, and left. But when I got home, my house was packed with packages. The boxes contained not only weapons and ammunition, but also multiple passports with my photo on them. That's when I received a phone call from a woman.
Hello?
The FBI will arrive at your apartment in 30 seconds. You must flee the premises.
Who is this?
You've been activated, Jerry.
She told me to go to a designated station immediately or I'd be arrested. All those packages in my house were the evidence. While I was still in shock, there was a loud crash and SWAT officers came bursting through the windows. I was so terrified that I bolted for the door, but the SWAT team waiting outside tackled me to the ground. Just like that, I was hauled off to the police station. Yesterday, I was just a regular office worker. The most rebellious thing I'd ever done was placing small bets with friends. When I saw the interrogating officers, I immediately tried to explain myself, but the agent didn't believe me.
Open with a transfer from a corporation called the Star of Orion, a dummy front for Hezbollah.
It's all very interesting, sir. It has nothing to do with me.
We find hardware in your apartment, latest military spec, airplane manuals, and 1,200 pounds of ammonium nitrate fertilizer. You planning on becoming a farmer or something?
Not only that, he suspected my brother, who served in the Air Force, was the mastermind behind everything.
We were pretty close this morning when he buried his body in the ground. Does that establish anything for you? Somebody set me up. Why is that so hard for you to understand?
I told him about the mysterious woman's phone call, but he still didn't believe me. He warned me to confess everything quickly or I'd be locked up for life. Meanwhile, Rachel was going through a similar ordeal. She had just put her son on a train when she received a phone call.
There's a McDonald's across the street. Look in the window.
What is this?
She was instantly horrified because what was playing on TV was footage of her son Mike. The woman demanded that Rachel get into a Porsche or she'd make Mike's train derail. Back at the police station, Air Force Special Investigator Zoe approached the agent. She wanted to work with him on the investigation, but the agent was unwilling to cooperate.
So on behalf of the Secretary of the Air Force, I'm going in that room.
Well, on behalf of all that fucking bomb equipment in Junior Pinhead's apartment, no, you're not.
Just then, the Attorney General's office suddenly sent over a fax authorizing me to make a phone call. So the agent brought me to an office with a phone. When I dialed my friend's number, the mysterious woman's voice came through the phone again.
We told you to run. We have planned your escape.
How'd you get on this phone? Who are you?
Lay flat on the floor immediately.
What the hell are you talking about?
4 seconds, Jerry.
No, this is bullshit. I don't...
Get down now.
That's when I suddenly noticed a reflection in the mirror. At that moment, the screen on the building across the street displayed the words, "Jerry, jump now." Watching Zoe and the agent shooting at the door, I leapt from the building. I crashed through the warehouse roof and landed on the railroad tracks below. But as soon as I looked up, a subway train was speeding toward me. I struggled to my feet and jumped out of the way just before it hit me. Then I saw another message on the station screen telling me to board the train. So I quickly pushed through the crowd and got on the subway. While I was panicking, I heard that familiar phone ringtone again. I immediately looked around and saw my name on a sleeping passenger's phone. I answered the call. She told me to get off in 3 stops, but I wasn't willing to follow her instruction. When the subway reached the station, I boarded a train going in the opposite direction. But unexpectedly, the train made an emergency stop and then started moving in the reverse direction. She called again and told me to get into the Porsche at the intersection of the next stop. Furious, I didn't want to deal with her and hung up again. That's when every passenger in the entire car received the phone call. She told them I was a terrorist. I had no choice but to risk jumping off the moving train. I couldn't disobey her orders, so I ran toward the Porsche outside the station. But as soon as I got in the car, Rachel, who was supposed to be my contact, immediately started fighting with me.